Following breaking news in Minneapolis, where city officials confirm a shooting occurred reportedly involving a federal ICE agent and a civilian this morning. You see the live pictures right there. Our Whitney Wild is there on the ground. Whitney, tell us what's happening right now.
Dana, we're in the heart of Minneapolis. We're here on East 35th and Portland Avenue. And let me show you first, I'll show you who's on scene. That is Mayor Jacob Frey. He's the mayor of Minneapolis. To the side here on the left side of your screen, that is Police Chief Brian O'Hara. There is an enormous law enforcement presence here from multiple different jurisdictions. Our photographer is going to show you what the crowd looks like here, Dana. Mayor Frey is now leaving. I think you're probably starting to hear people yelling to him, but he is now leaving. He had spoken with some people on the edge of the crowd when he first arrived, according to a man who had video of it. He did not come back to the crowd. Now a crowd is following him down the street. But what you're looking at right now is the law enforcement response here. So you see Minneapolis police, you see the Hennepin County Sheriff's Department. We've also seen the U.S. Marshals here. We've seen Customs and Border Patrol. But let me bring you up to speed with what we know. As you said, we know that there was a shooting involving federal law enforcement near East 34th Street and Portland Avenue. That was according to the city of Minneapolis. We do not yet know for sure what the extent of any injuries are or what prompted this. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz has weighed in, saying my public safety team is working to gather information on
So and what they're saying right now, so there's two different sides of the coin. So there's one side that's saying that it was self-defense, and then there's another side of saying that she was wrongfully shot. I want to ask y'all, have y'all seen the video yet? Have y'all seen what happened? And what do y'all think? Do y'all think it was self-defense? Do you think she was using her vehicle as a weapon? Or do you think the ICE agent was in the wrong? What do you think? He says that Von Miller. He said Von Miller. No, you crazy here, bro.
ICE-related shooting this morning. Again, Mayor Jacob Frey is here. This is all in the context of this ramped-up immigration enforcement.
It is crazy.
DHS
What up, ABJ?
has been touting. They say this is the largest immigration crackdown to date. 2,000 agents spread throughout the Twin Cities. This has been going on for a couple of days now. We know that DHS Secretary Kristi Noem was here in the Minneapolis area yesterday. And what we see now is this real peak moment here where, based on our understanding, there was a shooting involving federal law enforcement here, and as Governor Tim Walz said, involving an ICE agent. We are learning to...
Do y'all think this had anything to do with immigration? Do y'all believe that this had anything to do with immigration? Because, I mean, we saw, I think they got a photo of the woman who was shot. Let me pull it up real quick. To give y'all a little bit more context. Okay, I don't see. So they're not showing her. Yeah, I haven't seen any pictures of her. Well, I don't see any pictures of her. Okay, is that her? Renee. Her name is Renee Nicole Good. So let's look her up. Okay, so here's a picture. Here's a picture of her. Here's a picture of the woman. So that's her. That's the woman who was shot. Her name is Renee Nicole Good. Yeah, I believe so. Bull City. So that's her. Apparently she's a liberal woman, and she represents the pride flag. She's married with the husband, but hey, that's as much as we know about her. That's about it. I believe also like she's a guitarist or something like that, but that's all we know of her. We don't know anything else. To be honest with you, I'm on no side on this situation. I'm on no side right now. I can't really say. Can't really say.
Trying to learn as much as we can, but let me just get you, another picture of the crowd here, because this is a city where these George Floyd riots are not far in the rearview mirror. And what I keep hearing from people in this area is they say, if you thought that was bad, this city is about to explode. And so the line that Minneapolis police are towing right now is to try to keep this calm and not inflame the crowd, because they do not want
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Have a repeat of the George Floyd.
Okay, so let me go over to this next part, because they're not really showing. They just talking about it. Let's see. Let's go to this next one. Let's go to this next one.
ICE-related shooting. This now, the first time that we're really hearing some more details from law enforcement.
Yeah, we know that the call was made maybe about 10 o'clock this morning, so just about 3 hours or so ago. In that press conference, we did get some more information about this woman who was, we know, at this point shot and killed by ICE agents. We have learned that she is a 37-year-old white woman. She appeared to be in the vehicle alone, is what the police chief said. But the spouse has made it to the hospital. But we probably should take you back just a little bit about just some of the chain of events that have happened now that we have some of that information confirmed.
And interestingly, we really still haven't learned what the initial call was, why ICE was there in the first place, who they may have been looking for. But we know that while ICE...
Well, we know why they were there. Did we not forget the fraud that's going on over there with the Somali community? Did we not understand what was going on over there? We know why they're there. We ain't gonna play that game. We know why they're there. They were over there for that fraud, that daycare fraud that was going on over there. So the people got sent over there. So hey, they was wrapping up anybody that they possibly could. And it just so happened that Shorty, I don't know what she was doing. I don't know how everything transpired. I don't know where it started from, but wrong place, wrong time is what it seemed. As of right now, that's what it seems like to me. Wrong place, wrong time.
Agents were there, according to Mayor Fry. There were about a dozen or so plus agents there, and we've seen there's some video out there. We're actually going to be showing it to you here shortly, so you can see for yourself. But in the course of of them looking for somebody, people started to gather, crowd started to gather, more law enforcement shows up. And I'm not exactly sure at what point the incident happened with the woman in the vehicle, but we know that there was a woman in the vehicle. And according to, again, you'll see the video for yourself and you can kind of see this sort of play out. So just a warning to those who may not want to see this. You can see the vehicle there. That's law enforcement pulling up in the pickup.
And it's about a purplish reddish color here. So let's take
okay. So I'm trying to dissect this real quick. I'm trying to dissect this. Because first, who in the hell was that driving the fuck off? Who was that driving off? Was that just some random civilian, or was that an ICE agent? He peeled, old buddy peeled off. Whoever that was, they peeled the fuck off.
You can see the vehicle.
Then you see her talking.
There, that's law enforcement pulling up in the pickup.
And it is the Honda Pilot.
Okay, so she's talking. We don't know what's being said.
That we should be focused on here. It's about a purple.
Now, this ICE agent, he walks up. He trying to open the door.
Purplish reddish color here. So let's take a look.
He trying to open the door. She trying to pull off.
Agent walking up.
Now, here's what's striking me. As he's trying to open this door, you see the other officer standing right there in front of the vehicle. Standing right there in front of the vehicle. Now, I can't pinpoint or say whether she saw him or didn't. But she did put that bitch in drive. And I'm not saying it was purposefully done. But it just so happened, coincidentally, he was in front of the vehicle. She put it in drive. She tried to peel off. And he let them hoes go. He let him go. So I don't know. I genuinely and honestly do not know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a cop in front of the car, not this dude right here with the black Scully on, the one on the side of him where you can barely see his head. You can it's hard for me, bro. I can't because I don't know if she's actually looking and she can actually see him.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got another cop on the opposite side. So she's trying to peel the fuck off. But hold up though. Here's my question though. If she's not an illegal, she's a Caucasian woman, what's she doing anyway? So why are they trying to pick her up in the first place? That's the bigger question. If she's not an illegal immigrant, what was she doing? That's the bigger question. Because I know everybody just see the ICE agents. We just see the ICE agents, they're shooting, they're firing off, they're trying to get her out of her vehicle. What the fuck was she doing? He said, yo. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know, bro. I don't know. She wasn't even the target. So what the fuck is she doing out there? What is she doing? What the fuck is going on? So now it's starting to lead me to think she was trying to help somebody out who they was actually after and who they were actually targeting. So now, hold up. Let me rewind something back real quick. Y'all remember when I just said that the person who just peeled the fuck off? Let me see something. Was she trying to block them off so they couldn't get to that one? So they couldn't get to the other vehicle that peeled the fuck off? Hold up. Because they peeled off. So what? So watch this. You see this vehicle right here? They peeling off. You got what these two doing? You got this officer right here. You got I don't know who this person is, but this other one, they peeled off.
That's law enforcement pulling up in the pickup.
So maybe not. I don't know because they had a red light up there. So she was helping somebody out. She didn't have anything to do with this. That's what it's starting to look like to me. She didn't have anything to do with this situation, but she decided to put herself in the situation. She did not mind her own fucking business. She got in the way, and she ended up being the one having to suffer for it. Let me.
And then there's the statement from Kristi Noem, the Department of Homeland Security, if I could as well. Do you want me to do that right now, Ryan, or do you want me to wait just a minute? Okay. Okay. So let's just kind of let's just watch this for a moment. Again, this is the aftermath.
Let's see what the mayor of Minneapolis got to say about this.
Chad, as we speak to this incident, I mean, it's pretty clear that Minnesota.
Thanks for having me on. I listened to the majority of that press conference. Here's what I'll say, that the mayor's comments were probably some of the most unintelligible, unhinged comments I think I've heard in quite some time. Clearly, he's placing the blame 100% based off of probably one video that he has seen on ICE agents, saying that they have inflamed the situation.
So here's that moment with the police chief. We've turned it. Here it is.
We've had a very dramatic increase in 911 calls related to this activity. We have a protocol in place that has been evolving as the situation has been changing. And at this time, there is a designated supervisor that is on duty 24/7 that fields those calls. And we do everything that we can to ensure that they are appropriately prioritized, with the priority being placed upon the protection of life and safety of everyone in the community.
You tell me, Chad, but it seems to me an incredible.
To get to the bottom of this, to get justice, and to make sure that there is an investigation that is conducted in full. But what we do know is that a 37-year-old woman is dead and that she was shot by ICE. We've dreaded this moment since the early stages of this ICE presence in Minneapolis. Not only is this a concern that we've had internally, we've been talking about it. They are not here to cause safety in this city. What they are doing is not to provide safety in America. What they are doing is causing chaos and distrust. They're ripping families apart. They're sowing chaos on our streets. And in this case, quite literally killing people. So they are already trying to spin this as an action of self-defense. Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody directly, that is bullshit.
I don't know how to do that.
This was directly, that is bullshit. This was an agent recklessly using power that resulted in somebody dying, getting killed. As soon as it happened and we learned of the incident, we had several priorities. The first, of course, was to get the victim to the hospital and to get care as soon as possible. To the family, I'm so deeply sorry. There's nothing that I can say right now that's going to make you or your relatives,
I don't know what the
friends of the victim feel any better. There were, I believe, 2 Minneapolis police officers that responded and were in the ambulance on the way to the hospital. The second was to get ICE off of the scene. There were dozens, if not hundreds, of ICE and federal officers that were there at the time. Having them there was only causing more chaos. Having them there was only making a difficult situation even more problematic, and one that, yes, they created themselves.
How they created themselves? They were there for a purpose. So the person, so hold on, let me get this straight. So you mean to tell me somebody who had no business being there, who had no business of interfering with federal shit that's going on, a civilian who decided to get in the way and interfere, you mean to tell... All right, bro. All right.
There's little I can say, again, that'll make this situation better, but I do have a message for our community, for our city, and I have a message for ICE. To ICE, get the fuck out of Minneapolis.
Or what?
We do not want you here. Your stated reason for being in this city is to create some kind of safety, and you are doing exactly the opposite. People are being hurt. Families are being ripped apart. Long-term Minneapolis residents that have contributed so greatly to our city, to our culture, to our economy are being terrorized, and now somebody is dead. That's on you.
No, it's not.
And it's also on you to leave.
No, it's not on them. It's not on ICE. They were called to do a fucking job, and they're doing their fucking job. When people decide to get in the fucking way and interfere with business that ain't got shit to do with them, things fucking happen. So what you need to do is tell your fucking people is, hey, listen, if it ain't your business, mind your own. Mind your own. If it has nothing to do with you, mind your own fucking business. If they're not coming after you or anybody that you know, get out the fucking way. Get out the way, because they're there to clean shit up. That's what they're there to do. You apparently you ain't got shit under control. A whole lot of fraud shit's going on up under your nose. Either you know about it, you got some investment in it, or what the fuck is going on? Y'all talking all this big talk. All this big talk will get the fuck out. Or what? Or what? What are you going to do? What are you going to do if they don't? Come on, man.
It's on you to make sure that further damage, further loss of life and injury is not done. We're going to be working towards justice as quickly as we possibly can right now. And justice is what we've all got to get.
What justice?
Next, a message to our community. Look, we all know that the agenda of this Trump administration is to create chaos.
No, it's not to create chaos. It's gonna be some chaos while he's fixing shit up and he's shaking the room. He's reorchestrating and restructuring things how it's supposed to fucking be. Because guess what? The Obamas and the Bidens have fucked up a lot of shit. And so he's righting the ship. That's what he's doing. So all of that comfortable shit that y'all was doing, talking that big talk when Trump went here, now the big dog is here. He's making moves and he's keeping his promises on what the fuck he been saying. Oh, now y'all better sit down, bro. Hey, like I would tell the bitch roamers, hey, bro, sit this one out, big dog. Just sit this one out. Don't even worry about it, bro. Just sit this game out. Sit this game out, bro. You don't even sit it out.
Let us respond right now with our best versions of self. This is a moment where all of us in Minneapolis and beyond, we can rise to the occasion. We can show them who we are. We can show them the kind of courage, bravery, love, and compassion that makes Minneapolis, Minneapolis, and that makes America, America.
Nah, you see what that shit, you see what that got you. You see what just happened. Mind your business. Simple as that. Mind your business.
We are better than a bunch of ICE agents being deployed to cities around the country and ripping apart families and communities. We're better than that. And so we are going to meet that hate with love. We are going to meet that despair with hope. We are going to meet that injustice with constitutional justice ourselves. And we're going to make sure that in this very difficult moment, we do not take the bait that these ICE agents are trying to create and that the federal government, to be clear, wants.
Well, she going to work over there with them saying
they want us to respond in a way that creates a military occupation in our city. They want an excuse to come in and show the kind of force that will create more chaos and more despair. Let's not let them. Let's rise to this occasion. Let's show them something far more beautiful than the kind of division that they're trying to stoke. Let's show them unity of purpose, of love, and the courage of our conviction. Our conviction, to be clear, is rock solid, and it is for our neighbors, all of our neighbors. It's for people who have lived here for 80 years. It is for new immigrants who have made this city a better place. That's the kind of love that we're going to show up with right now. If you're angry, I get it. I am too. If you're feeling that kind of despair, it's understandable. Let's show them who we can be. Let's show up with peace, to march, to protest, to hug one another, to love all the way with peace. Do not give them what they want.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Man, I ain't feeling this. Man, forget what he's talking about. Let's hear what Tim Walz got to say. I want to hear what Tim Walz got to say.
Learned that an ICE officer shot and killed someone in Minneapolis. My deepest condolences to the family, to the loved ones who had to learn about this tragic event on national television. We've been warning for weeks that the Trump administration's dangerous, sensationalized operations are a threat to our public safety, that someone was going to get hurt. Just yesterday, I said exactly that. What we're seeing is the consequences of governance designed to generate fear, headlines, and conflict. It's governing by reality TV. And today that recklessness cost someone their life. I've reached out to Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem, and I'm waiting to hear back. Let me be clear. Donald Trump and his administration may not care much about Minnesota. That's been pretty evident, but we love this state. We won't let them tear us apart. We'll not turn against each other. To Minnesotans, I say this: I feel your anger. I'm angry. They want a show. We can't give it to them. We cannot. If you protest and express your First Amendment rights, please do so peacefully, as you always do. We can't give them what they want. The hearts and minds of the people in this state are on our side. To Americans, I ask you this: please stand with Minneapolis. To Minnesotans, know that our administration is going to stop at nothing to seek accountability and justice. The State Bureau of Criminal Apprehension are working on the investigation. We have activated the State Emergency Operations Center. State Patrol and Minnesota National Guard leadership is connected with the Minneapolis Police Department, the St. Paul Police Department, Hennepin County Sheriff's Office, the DNR, and Minnesota's Homeland Security and Emergency Management. We have activated dozens of members of the State Patrol's mobile response team. And from here on, I have a very simple message. We do not need any further help from the federal government. To Donald Trump and Kristi Noem, you've done enough. There's nothing more important than Minnesotan safety. I've issued a warning order to prepare the Minnesota National Guard. We have soldiers in training and prepared to be deployed if necessary. I remind you, a warning order is a heads up for folks. And these National Guard troops are our National Guard troops.
Are you threatening the president? Who are you threatening? So you're threatening. Hold on. Yeah. So you out here making threats. That's what you're doing.
Who you talking to?
Mm-hmm.
You! Me. You talking to me? No, bro, no. So you can't be talking to me because I'm a grown ass man.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it, bro. They real deal. They talking real tough.
They're teachers in your community. They're business owners. They're construction professionals. They are Minnesotans. Minnesota will not allow our community to be used as a prop in a national political fight. We will not take the bait. We will continue to update you, Minnesota, as we get more information.
We thank you for watching, and remember,
I think they did. I think they did. They really think they doing something. Yeah. Oh man, that's they just talking, bro. That's entertainment. Let's see what Trump got to say.
Willfully and viciously ran over the ICE officer who seems to have shot her in self. So in essence, responding to what is playing out online and in the streets of Minneapolis, saying in part that the woman driving the car was very disorderly, obstructing and resisting, who then violently, willfully, and viciously ran over the ICE officer who seems to have shot her in self-defense. He then adds, based on the clip that he posted, it's hard to believe he's still alive. The thing is, in the video clip we've been airing, you can see the officer chase after the vehicle after the shooting. So he was standing at least until moments after that.
So let me pause it and say, he says, I have just viewed the clip of the event which took place in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It is a horrible thing to watch. The woman screaming was obviously a professional agitator, and the woman driving the car was very disorderly, obstructing and resisting, who then violently, willfully, and viciously ran over the ICE officer who seems to have shot her in self-defense based on the attached clip. It is hard to believe he is alive, but now is recovering.
Shooting occurred.
What up, my guys?
The situation's being studied in its entirety, but the reason these incidents are happening is because the radical left is threatening, assaulting, and targeting our law enforcement officers and ICE agents on a daily basis.
What's up, family?
They're just trying to do the job of making America safe.
I appreciate you.
No other specific response yet from here at the White House to the mayor, Jacob Fraisley. This is a state. This is a governor. This is a subject, immigration enforcement, that has been of great focus here at the White House. This 15-fold increase in DHS's deployment to the state comes amid a federal surge of other resources to investigate, to account for how federal funding is being spent by various social agencies and programs in the state, amid weeks of renewed attention on several years worth of allegations and charges against people for alleged fraud in misusing state funds or federal funding that help state and local.
Yep, right up under y'all noses. Right up under y'all noses, you got a whole lot of fraud going on. Then when YouTuber Nick Shirley comes over there and shines a light on it, all of a sudden, y'all want to talk tough. Nope. Get him out of there. Taking all those taxpayers' money, stunting on y'all ass, buying Lamborghinis, buying Mercedes, buying G-Wagons, living their best fucking life, talking about they got daycares, and they over here lying to y'all. Then y'all get in the uproar because another woman who is involving herself in a situation that ain't got shit to do with her, now she's the one that ends up getting unalived in this situation. Now all of a sudden it's ICE's fault. All of a sudden it's Trump's fault. Boy, if y'all don't get the fuck out of my face, get out of my face. How about that? Just get out of my face. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I don't want to hear none of that talk, because that's the same talk that Brandon Johnson, the Mohawk Johnson's over there talking about in Chicago. He can't keep their shit together over there in Chicago. They want him the fuck up out of there. I don't want to hear it. They thought it was gonna be the same smoke over there in Memphis, but Memphis was like, nah. We welcome Trump over here because we need to fix some shit over here in Memphis. He said he decided to play ball. So I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear it. Nope. But let me know what y'all think, man. Do y'all think it was self-defense, or do you think that she was wrongfully shot or unalived? Y'all let me know. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. All right? Shit's crazy, bro. I don't get it. Ooh, do I want to go to this one? Let's go to this one. Uh-oh. You know what we got to talk about right now. I came across this one. Agreed, Nick. Agreed. So let's do a hard pivot over to, well, if we can get this shit going the right way and the shit stop playing. Oh, no wonder. Sometimes I be bugging. There we go. Hey, I appreciate you, bro. She was, you think she was, so you say that she was on the live? She was, okay. Listen, I mean, I get it. I feel it. I understand. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, your savings account is robbing you blind. But don't worry, I found out a way how to make my money work for me in my sleep, and I can help you do the exact same thing. Now, this isn't no get-rich-quick scheme. This isn't no pyramid scheme. This isn't something just trust me situation. This is legit, and this is something that your every average day person can implement in their lives, and they can really get to a bag. This isn't a short-term play. It's a long-term play. There's a promo going on right now, so you definitely want to jump on it before the price goes up, because this is too valuable. The link is in the description, and hey, let's get our money up.